aka Downsize It, and I am here with Social General Rob.
How you doing?
And we've got another bat rep for you with our two favorite admirals. I'm bringing Grand Admiral Thrawn. Rob has Admiral Ackbar, continuing his evolution of the Ackbar series, and I'm still just trying out some different variations of my Thrawn build for potential to take the LVO, and I'm pretty much locked in that I'm going to be bringing Thrawn to the Las Vegas Open, and then between my other two fleets, I'm considering it'll be between one of those two to bring for my second fleet, because I got to bring two fleets. I'm playing in two different tournaments. This one, as you can see, is going to be a little bit different. Playing around, because I love Raiders, and I'm trying to figure out a way to fit Raiders in here. So, I'm going to try some different style with the supporting ships. The Chimera is the same. I went back to kind of my original that I like. I don't have gunnery teams on. I've got the local fire control and flat guns, because I do like having salvo on a Star Destroyer. Mm-hmm. And then having the Raiders as support ships. And then Rob is doing one from, I think, Northern Hero.
Yes.
Mission that he, based on his evolution of the Ackbar series and General's Quarters. Be sure to check that out where Rob breaks down. And this is another one that he's going to try out, submitted by Northern Hero, to give it a shot.
Yep.
So this is kind of it's a nice little classic game between Rob and I with our two favorite commanders going at it.
Yep.
And also got a couple, I'll have a picture come up here real quick. Rob's got some new gear.
Yes. I got it from Admiral Tater's ship shop. Mm-hmm. And I got some shield dials. And then I got some command dials as well.
And as you can see, the shield dials are kind of like that, like translucent red,
yes.
like jewel red or whatever. It's similar to what his speed dials are that he has, so which is really cool. Also, same thing as his, so you kind of got the same thing to kind of mirror what his other dials are. And then, as you can see, it's kind of like almost kind of like it's a Rebellion red.
Yes.
For the command dials. I actually need to get some of these for mine, because I've been wanting to do it, but I need to. It'll be black and white, obviously, because you guys know what my favorite colors are. But one of these days I'll get that done to add my accessories. But yeah, it's pretty cool how Rob's expanding his accessories. And just keep in mind, guys, if you want accessories from Admiral Tater, don't forget Downsize at 10 is the discount code for 10% off. So Garrett and I, we've been in a partnership we're coming up almost on a year now that we've been in a partnership with the giveaways and the discount. And so when you go check out Admiral Tater Ship Shop, use the discount code Downsize at 10. And we always have a giveaway going on. You just have to comment in our videos. So comment in this video, and that'll give you an entry into the December giveaway, or an additional one if you've already commented in a video. And the giveaway for this month is a $25 store credit and a really awesome turn dial that's like a Battle of Endor enlarged style turn dial.
That is a beautiful dial.
Really awesome.
It really is. Yeah.
I almost kind of want to fix the game so that I can win it. I'm not interested in it, but so.
Well, he always comments, if you notice.
Yes,
so,
always commenting.
Yeah, actually, probably the most comments. Probably.
Yeah, I do. So enter that in. I'll be announcing the winner on January 3rd. Actually, it's not going to be the first because I'm going to be out of town. So on January 3rd, when I get back in town, is when I'll announce the winner for this giveaway. All right. So coming up next, I'll go over the fleets in the mission, and then Rob and I will start deploying in a sped up overlay while we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. For the Empire, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn on the Chimera, an Imperial 2 Star Destroyer, and starting with entrapment formation. Commander Vanto, local fire control, flat guns, electronic countermeasures, leading shots, and XI-7 turbo lasers. 2 Raider 1s with ordnance experts and external racks. And for squadrons, we have Merrick Steele, Colonel Jendon, Tempest Squadron, and 3 TIE Defender Squadrons. For the Rebels, we have Admiral Ackbar on an MC-80 Assault Cruiser Home 1 with Lando Calrissian, advanced projectors, reinforced blast doors, leading shots, and quad battery turrets. An Assault Frigate Mark II Bravo with Caitkin and Sholin and electronic countermeasures. A CR-90A with Jaina's Light and TRCs. And a GR-75 with Bright Hope and CommsNet. For squadrons, we have Shara Bay, Tycho Kelchu, and 2 A-Wing squadrons. Both fleets came in at 400 points, and so we had a roll-off, and Rob won the roll-off and chose to be second player. Therefore, I had to choose from his missions, which were Advanced Gunnery, contested outpost, and sensor net. And I chose to go with sensor net, and I've never done this one before. This one, and neither has Rob. This one's a bit confusing a bit. So after obstacles are placed, we're going to alternate placing 4 objective tokens. And when a ship reveals a command dial at distance 1 of that objective token, of at least 1, the owner gains 1 victory token. You don't get multiple tokens from multiple objective tokens on the same ship. Then, whoever revealed the command dial and got the objective token, the opposing player chooses one of the objective tokens that was at distance 1. And if it's me, I get to move it distance 1 to 2. And if it's Rob, he gets to move it distance 1 to 4. And those tokens are worth 15 points each. So coming up next, Rob and I will be deploying in a sped-up fashion while we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. Okay, so now that you've seen the fleets in the mission, you're going to start seeing Rob and I deploying about right here in a sped-up overlay. So Rob, why don't you tell me about this fleet that was submitted, and the thoughts behind it, and your strategy for this mission.
Okay. Well, Northern Hero applied the fleet to me, and it's actually going to be using the assault cruiser. So we'll be getting away from the command cruiser this time, and trying out the assault cruiser. And he wanted to show me that with quad battery and leading shots, which I had forgotten a long time ago, back when Ben first showed me the game, he showed me this little trick, that with long range I can use the quad battery turns with leading shots, which many of you already talked about. And I'm just, wow, I cannot believe this. It's going to work out great, hopefully, if Ben lets me do it. But it also has Lando, advanced projectors, and reinforced blast doors on it. I mean, it's a tank. It's going to be hard to take down. Thankfully, he's not bringing his 3 quads in. That might have been a little bit different. But but anyways, so we'll be going. He's going speed 2 right now. Behind him is CR90. The CR90 is going to be going after the tokens right there. We're doing sensor net. And so it's going to be going after tokens, it's going to be moving in and harassing. The GR75, that is the kind of squad pushing also. It has the changing tokens if I need to put a token on a different ship with the comms net. And it's got Bright Hope on it. And then lastly, but not least, the famous Potato. And the Caitlin Sholin and ECM on that. So what it's going to do is try to protect the rear as much as possible. Maybe you can take out a few things behind it, but those defenders are going to be really nasty against it. And then the A-Wings are hopefully going to be their roadblock and help them out. Basically, I'm just going to try to do the snail a little bit. And we'll see how it works. Northern Hero, I'm sorry I changed all the missions on you, but you didn't give me any. And so I had to pick my own there. And then there's a few other things we'll talk about in general's quarters. But so anyways, this is what we're going to do. So I had to do it on the fly, and of course, then again, brings up different totally fleet. 2 Raiders now, which they're nasty. Okay, they are great. I like the Raiders. I know he likes the Raiders. They're great ships. And then he's got all the defenders over there with Tempest, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So 4 A-Wings got a lot of work to do. So we'll see how they do. And over to you, Ben.
So this iteration of my Thrawn build is one going back to the original, almost, that instead of doing gunnery teams and not getting the double firepower at the front, going back to local fire control. I love salvo mechanic, and I love the ability to put salvo on a Star Destroyer. And then when flat guns came out with the release of the Clone Wars stuff, I was just like, well, this is then a perfect complement, because that means I can now shoot out my salvo, my 2 blues and a red, out that long range.
Yep.
The double black that it turns my flak into, it's neither here nor there, no big deal. But I've always just loved. I mean, it might not be that competitive, giving it gunnery team, but there's still the effect of, at least once, unless I want to give it up twice in a single round scenario, shooting back at somebody before then they have to take a hit again for my Star Destroyer. Excuse me. On this one, I wanted to try out not doing the Quasar and trying to get 2 Raiders in, and I had to sacrifice some things. Excuse me. So I had to drop a couple defenders to be able to fit the Raiders, because even Raiders, though Raiders are cheap, they're still expensive, especially when you have a ship that's 193 points, which is my Star Destroyer. I had to drop some things, and these Raiders are just meant to be fast attack and hit hard with their external racks and just get a massive opening sideline on people. In this particular mission, I'm going to be using them to pick up the sensor nets. That's what you've probably seen by now how I've deployed. And whenever I was setting up my own sensor net tokens, I wanted to split the board because I wasn't sure where I was going to go. And then because of my speed of my fleet, I was fine splitting it. And so I'm going to be able to pick up a lot of victory tokens in the first couple rounds before I am then forced to move away from my objective tokens. And of course, it depends where Rob moves them when we do the whole moving mechanic. But right now, Rob's not in a position to get any. He might get one from his assault frigate. But I'm going to try to get some tokens because I think I'm going to need them to help make up for ship kills. Because I don't think I'm killing home one. I'm debating if I'm even going to attack it. This is a tank. It's got Lando on it. It's got reinforced blast doors for healing. And then the advanced projectors sort of negates my Excise 7s. So I don't even know if it's worth attacking. I think my goal is going to be try to kill the space potato, make some more mashed potatoes.
That's always your goal. We talk about it.
Kill the squads, kill the drunken party bus, and then I'll probably lose a raider and a couple squads, and hopefully have more victory tokens. That's going to be the objective. So, but with this build of Thrawn raiders are still going to act as carriers because my Thrawn dials are going to be squad dials, but that means the raiders can focus on other things like maneuvering, or if I need to, when I'm ready to take the shots, have concentrated fire, so really put the hammer down, and they're going to be more mobile and a little bit more difficult to kill than a Quasar, just not as good as a carrier as a Quasar. So, I don't know. We'll see how this works. I've never even attempted this, trying to have a couple raiders instead of the Quasar with my Thrawn builds. So, see how it plays. The reason I have Tempest is you guys would have seen by now a couple weeks ago my battle with Josh, aka Captain Cutter, where I swapped out a couple defenders and put Vader in as an escort. I couldn't put Vader into this build, so I went with Tempest. But the idea is to have an escort with this so that Rob, or whoever my opponent is, has to get through the escort first before I start losing defenders. Right. Just because in the couple games, this happened when I was testing in the summer, but even the couple games I played this fall while I'm practicing is that, I really want to make, my defenders to remain exclusive, and losing one hurts, so I'd much rather have to delay the loss of one, force my opponent to have to get through the escort first while my defenders are still fresh, being able to do their business, and then hopefully by then I would have wiped out their squad ball and then maybe not lose a defender. So we'll see how this plays. Again, as you guys can see, it's set up now. The first couple rounds I'm just going to be gathering victory tokens, and then probably ignore home one completely. I don't even think there's even a chance I'm going to kill it, and then try to kill the space potato is my goal, and then we'll see where the points land after that. So we'll see how that works out. Again, and then also with deployment, I have no problems splitting my fleet with deployment with squads because defenders are so fast.
Right.
Even Tempest is movement speed 4. It's not bad for me to reposition and reorganize. Jendon, of course, is obviously slow, but he effectively has a speed of 5 because his range to do his thing in speed is range 2. Right. So I can still keep him within range, at extreme range of Mara to do the things. So. I'm predicting, at least that's the way I'm going to play it, is that we probably won't even engage till round 4. At least that's my plan. First few rounds, maybe the first entire half of the battle, will be just a bunch of maneuvering and boring for you guys. But it'll go quick, and my prediction, the action will start at round 4. We'll see if I'm right or not. So coming up next, Rob and I will plan our dials, and then we'll be back at the start of round 1. Okay, start of round 1. My entire fleet. Going speed 1. Thrawn and this raider are going to be focusing on this sensor net token here to get some victory tokens. Whereas my initial raider, going after this sensor net token with all the fighters. You can probably guess I'm going to be consolidating my fighters towards my command ship. And then we have Space Potato going at speed 1 along with Bright Hope, along with Sharabe, Tycho, and the other A-Wings. Meanwhile, Jaina's Light and Home 1 are both going speed 2. Alright, so for my unmarked raider, it is a navigate and taking a token going speed 1.
Okay, I've started the CR90. It is a navigate dial, and I'll be using it. Speed up to speed 3, using the extra click on speed 1, and then I'll be using double click, of course, at speed 3, and hopefully there we go, right there. We should be clear of everything. So.
Okay, going with the Chimera. It is a navigate. I'm going to use it, speeding it to 2, getting an extra click at the 1. Then after I do this maneuver, executing this command, Vanta will give me an engineering token.
Okay, Home 1 is up. It is a navigation dial, which I'll be using, of course. And it's going to be staying at speed 2, and we're going to be moving all the way up to right there where his finger is.
Okay, going with my marked raider. That is on the flanking side. It is a navigate, taking a token, staying at speed 1, and just going forward. Getting ready to get some of this data.
Okay, Caitlin Sholin on the assault frigate is next. They are using it as a navigation dial, and they're using it. And they sped up to speed 2, and they're going to go straight ahead towards the data as well. Alright, up comes the Bright Hope. Bright Hope has a navigation dial. It'll be taking a token, which I use comms net to pass over to the potato. And then I'm going to go speed 1 straight on ahead. If I turn, I go off the board, and I don't want to end up like a pelta.
Right. Alright, that's it for the ship phase, guys. Squad phase we'll do off camera because it's just going to be movement, and then we'll be back at the start of round 2. Okay, start of round 2. As you can see, Thrawn's fighters have shifted off to the left. The defenders moving as far as they can. Merrick and Jendon just moving about 3, Merrick a little bit more than that just to stay together. And Tempest squad moving a little bit over, but not as far as he could have, seeing the deployment of the enemy forces. On the right side are the 2 generic A-Wings, on the left side are Ashara and Tycho. Okay, going with Thrawn. To navigate, I'm going to use it after I'm done navigating. We'll get to that, when it's just done, but so I don't forget. Take a nav token from Vanto after the navigation command is completed. But once I reveal the dial, I get a victory token, being within distance 1. Now Rob being second player, he gets to move it up to distance 4.
And I'll put 4 straight on towards the end of the board right off the camera.
This direction?
Towards me. No. Right there, yep.
Okay. Just moving it like so.
Yes.
Okay, now I get to do my...
Yeah.
So I'm going to slow down to speed 1 actually, because I want to stay out of range of Home 1. Don't want to take those long range Ackbar shots just yet, so I'm going to couldn't maneuver without getting on the asteroid if I wanted to stay at speed 2 and not get an Ackbar.
Alright, up next is Bright Hope, and it is a squadron command, and I've passed over the token to the potato over there, and now I'm just going to go speed 1, just still skirting along the edge.
Alright, going with my unmarked raider, it is a navigate, and I'm going to use it to speed up to speed 2.
Okay, up next is a CR90. It is a navigation dial, and I'll be using it. I'm still going speed 3, and I just zip up right into the space station. Unfortunately, I was too far away from the token to activate.
Alright, now with my marked raider, it's a navigate, and I'm going to use it. I was within 1. So it'll pick up a victory token, and Rob is moving it like so. options here for my movement. Decide on. Back like his counterpart, just going to speed up to speed 2 and do a little inside turn here.
Alright, up next is the potato with engineering, and takes the token. It is now going to go, still going speed 2. Taking a click at the 1, just turn it up here, and that's it. Home 1 is up next. It's an engineering dial. I take the token, and he's going to move 2 straight on ahead. He's out of range everything, unfortunately. Ben was very good with Imperial flying.
Alright, that's it for the ships. Squad phase, we'll do off screen again. There won't be any shooting unless one of us decides to fly up, get in somebody's face right away to let them shoot at us, which I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, I'll turn the camera back on. So we'll be back at the start of round 3. Round 3, Thrawn has ordered take evasive action and squadrons to go off for the entire fleet and for squad movements. The defenders in Merrick and Jendon have all moved over to the left to prepare to engage Jaina's Light, although Jendon will not be engaging this turn because he is nice and slow in a Lambda. And I moved Tempest back to prevent Shara or Tycho from tagging him right away. I'm going to have him in reserve for a little bit just to see what happens. Alright, we're going to start with the Chimera. It is a Navigate, and I'll be using that as well as the Thrawn squad dial. I've already moved my 4 squads, just doing them all at once. If you're new to the channel, sometimes I do everything just all at once with squads to make it easy for filming. If it's not going to matter, so they're all just going to come and do bombing onto the front. Starting with Defender, 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 and Merrick. And then we'll be taking a long-range shot just barely out of medium range. So only going to get the long-range dice into the front of Jaina's Light. Then after my squad activation is done, I'll be doing a nav token from Vance. Alright, so these are all going to be into the front. And so we'll start with the first Defender coming in for a hit.
On the front?
Yep.
We'll take it on shield.
Yep, shield's down to 1. Second Defender. 1 damage.
Take it on shield.
Yep, shield's down. Third Defender. 1 damage.
We will... Let's evade that.
One damage.
We're gonna take it, unfortunately. Yep.
Okay, 1 face down. And now for Merrick. Oh. Throwing dice off there. Got a hit so far. I'm going to keep that actually, turn that to a crit. So, and I'll stop your redirect.
Okay, I'll use the evade to do the crit.
One damage.
Okay, better than crit.
2 damage on the hull. Now for 4 reds. Move to the front from the Chimera. At long range. Nothing I can do from it with it at this range, so I'll just stop the redirect. 2 damage.
Alright, I'm gonna need burn the evade, obviously. But I believe
Okay, moving at speed 2, speeding up with my dial. Getting extra click at the 1 from the dial, extra click at the 2 from take evasive action. Alright, and then in this asteroid field. You guys can't see that, it's on my back right corner there. crit is going to be structural.
Alright, Jaina's light is up next. And it's a navigation dial, and I'll be using it to go up to speed 4. But first, we have an Ackbar shot out the front of the Thrawn ship.
Alright, side to front, into Thrawn. Be a blue and a red to start. Accuracy hit. And then 2 reds from Ackbar. Both blank.
Both blank. Of course they are. Alright, we are going to turn, okay. So, we're going to burn my evade, my last evade. We're going to turn it to TRCs. I'm going to turn one to two hits. And then with home 1, we're going to do another accuracy. And the accuracies will be salvo, because it doesn't need to get hit by salvo. And it will be the interesting, let's see. I think I'll do the brace.
Redirect Ultima started.
Alright, now the Jaina's light go next. It's a navigate dial, which I will be using. I'm still staying at speed 3, but using the extra click at 1. And we'll be going right up to there. We'll probably be running over Jendon, looks like. And when I activated, by the way, I got the sensor net, and Ben will show you where he moved it. Right there. After I got the points.
Yepper. Alright, gonna do my marked radar to navigate, and I'll be using that as well as the Thrawn squad dial to activate Tempest, which I've already moved. Engaging these A-Wings. So I'm going to attack this A-Wing here. I'm just going to do this here for 1 damage.
And counters back for 1 blue.
2 blue.
2 blue.
For 1 damage. Then my movement. Use my token. Hostile to speed up to speed 4. Use this maneuver here, get an extra click at the 1 from the dial, extra 1 at the 4 from take evasive. Go like so.
Alright, up is Caitlin shown in the frigate, or potato. And it is a squadron command. I also have a squadron token from last time, which he is using. So I can activate all 4 of the A-Wings. The 2 generics are going after Tempest, return the favor, while the Tycho and Shower are going after Jendon himself. And then I'll be taking, the potato itself will be taking a front shot at the Raider, and then depending on how it goes with the A-Wings, I'll be flacking out the side at Tempest.
And get a victory token.
I get actually 2, so I'm saying I'm on 1.
You only get 1.
I'll get 1 at a time?
Yep.
So I'll take the one underneath me. How about that?
You don't get to pick.
I don't know.
As long as at least 1, and you get the token, then I get to pick whichever one's within range of you.
Okay.
Alright, which squad ball are we doing first?
Alright, we're going to do the generics against Tempest.
1 damage.
Okay. And the other generic?
2 damage. Tempest is down to 1.
Alright. And so we're still doing the squadrons. We'll do Sharo first against Jendon.
1 damage.
And then Tycho.
No damage.
Okay, Tycho, good on.
That was very underwhelming.
And then... yeah. Wow, Tycho. Even generics doing better. Come on.
Yeah.
That's really embarrassing, man. Alright. And then we will take out a... I guess we'll do a front shot. We're going to do a flak shot, if you don't mind, first at Tempest.
Tempest is dead. Alright. And front shot.
Yep. Only 2 red.
Into the side. Accuracy blank.
Caitlin shown that. Caitlin and shown. Yeah. Reroll those guys.
Accuracy double.
Alright. We will accuracy your. Accuracy brace.
Fade the double. Back to double. Shields down.
Alright. Caitlin shown going still at speed 2. We're gonna move right up here and let's talk to this raider about stuff.
Alright, with my unmarked raider, it is a navigate, speeding up to speed 3. Using, and then for the Thrawn, I'm going to swap my nav dial for a squad dial, or a squad token, I should say, nav token for squad token. And then, get an extra click at the 1 from the dial, at the 3 from take evasive.
Okay, Bright Hope is up next. It's navigate. Moving at speed 2 now, we've ramped it up. Coming up behind Home 1. Okay, Home 1's up next. It's a concentrate fire dial, which we'll be using, of course. And we'll be firing an Ackbar shot right into the back of that raider that's heading into Khmer. And,
alrighty, so we are starting with 4 red, long range into the back of the unmarked raider. Happy roll. We got 2 accuracies, 2 crits. And we've got Ackbar. Hit blank. And we got quad batteries.
Wait a minute. Am I obscured? We gotta check that first.
My back.
Yes.
It's right on the line. Since I didn't check earlier, we'll say it's not.
Okay. Just trying to be fair here. Alright.
Now you can add a confire.
Yep, and I will add in a confire red.
Crit.
Whew. And doesn't seem that's what I really want to, so I can lock down everything. So I am not going to do any shots on this one. I'm going to lock down everything and let you take damage.
Yep. 2 internal. First one face up. Very lucky shot. Targeted disruption. I cannot resolve critical effects.
Okay, and Ackbar is now moving in. Still speed 2. He's going to be turning to his port side as much as he can.
And that is it for round 3. I'm not going to do anything with Jendon. These are both scatter aces. You only have the black dice, so it's possible to do anything. So we will be back at the start of round 4. Start of round 4. Take evasive action, and the Thrawn squad dial has been ordered again by the Blue Chiss. Things not looking too hot for the home team. Both my Raiders are kind of in bad positions, but so is Jaina's Light. So, I don't know, we might trade a small ship each this round, or we might not. We'll have to see what happens. And we're also both currently equal on 2 victory tokens apiece. We're going with my marked Raider. It is a concentrate fire. I'll be getting a token from the Thrawn squad dial. And I will also be burning my external Rex. You technically don't have to choose yet, but it will be happening in these shots going into the front of the Space Potato. Side arc and front. Alright, start with the side shot first. Blue black. And just gonna leave it. Ordnance Experts. 2 damage.
Two damage, huh? The front.
Mm-hmm.
Take it. And the shields.
Shields down to 2. Alright. Now for the front shot. Time to unload all ordnance. Start with 2 black, 2 blue. That's okay start. Then we'll external Rex. Actually, I'm thinking about it. It doesn't really matter on my accuracy because you have electronic countermeasures anyway, so I'll just go for broke. Concentrate fire in the black. And then Ordnance Experts to 2 blanks. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'll be 2, 4, 6, 8 damage.
8 damage, alright. Well, first we're going to use the evade on make you get rid of the double blacks there.
7 damage.
Better than 8. I know, I guess.
Made the same difference.
I know. It's the only things I got. Okay. It's one less crit, I guess. We're going to use brace.
Brace to 4.
4. And then we're going to use our shields redirect.
2.
To the... Looking around here. Actually, we'll just do the... Yeah. We'll do the port side.
How much?
2.
2 on the front.
Yep.
Front shields down, port shields down to 1. And also I gain a victory token. Being right next to that objective token that you guys actually don't see in the picture. Alright, this is where the objective token was, and Rob is moving it like so. And for my movement, staying at speed 4, not taking advantage of any of the extra take evasive clicks. Speed along like so.
Alright, Gina's lights up next. It's a navigation dial. I sped up to speed 4. And it's going to be taking a side shot.
And just for those watching, this is not gonna. The speed up doesn't happen until the navigation phase if you new to the game.
Right, I'm just announcing.
Right.
So.
I'm just letting people know that if they never played the game before, that does not happen until the nav phase. So.
And then I'm taking a shot into the rear shot of the Raider. And perhaps a no, I can only do. Never mind. I can only do Ackbar. I can only do 1 shot. So.
Great. All right. So we got blue red to start. Into the back of the Raider that has 2 shields. Hit crit, and then Ackbar for accuracy double.
Alright, well, that's what he can do, fortunately. Because I don't have any bases spend. So, the accuracy, actually a brace.
Cancel the double, shields down.
Alright, Jan's Light's now moving at speed 4. And we're going to move straight ahead at speed 4.
Alright, we're going with my wounded unmarked Raider to navigate. I have a squad token and the Thrawn squad dial, so I can actually get 2, which I did. So I took Merrick and sending this defender over to bomb into the side of the Space Potato that has 3 shields, making sure to stay out of range of Shara and Tycho. And then he has no shots, and we're just going to do these attacks here. Space Potato, all of his defense tokens are exhausted. So, Merrick coming in first. Be a double crit.
Well, I'll take on shields.
Alright, shields down to 1, and the defender. Accuracy. Now I use my nav, speed up to speed 4. Getting extra click at 3 for the dial and the 4 from take evasive. Moving around like so.
Alright, up to Space Potato. They're going to be firing into the rear. First of all, is navigation dial. I'll be firing into the rear of the Raider. That is right there.
And you do get a victory token, because there's one right underneath you.
That's right.
Actually, no, it's not underneath you anymore. It's behind you.
Behind me, but I'm still within 1, or?
Let's see, it's actually, I have to check that.
You're close one there, guys.
Yep, you're in range.
Oh, okay. So you get...
Just send that out of the way and get it out of play. Alright, this is a mid-range shot into my back. I got no shields there, but full health. So, starting with 3 reds and a blue. I was getting really lucky on his accuracies. And then Ackbar.
keep on showing. Those 3 red dice right there. Alright. Locking down the green evade and the brace.
Alright, green evade and brace. I'm going to burn the other one. Roll these 2 because you're a larger ship than me. Take that risk. Oh, that might kill me. When I do evade rerolls, they do jack squat for me. And it struck someone I did.
Okay, using the navigation dial, we have slowed down to speed 1. And go right up here in front of this asteroid. Otherwise, I would have hit the asteroid no matter what I've done.
Alright, we got Thrawn up next. It is a navigate, which I'll be using, and then I'm using the Thrawn squad dial. I've already moved my squads. This defender's coming up to lock down Shara, but he's going to be shooting at Tycho. This guy's coming in to shoot at Tycho, but not be locked down by Shara. And then Jenin will be telling the guy that is in the back to shoot again at Tycho if he's not dead yet. And then, because I think it's going to take 3 to kill him, and even then I'll have to get lucky. And then I do have a clear, just skirting the line. Front to side, long range shot into the side of the space potato. And I will be taking a concentrate fire token from Vanto after the squad dial has completed. Alright, we start with the first defender coming in to attack Tycho. And Rob hilariously asked me if I was attacking Shara. So into Tycho. Oh, exactly what I needed. Double accuracy, double hit, so Tycho's down to 2 health remaining. Then second defender coming in. Actually, first you need to get your counter.
Oh yeah.
1, so that defender goes down to 5. Then, actually, what do I want to do? I might change my mind. That's why you do it squads one at a time, guys, normally. Because that first shot was so good, it's going to get lucky again. So I'm actually going to have Jendin go next and tell the defender. So this is the defender that moved right up close to the 2 that you're seeing on the screen, guys. The defender that's on the left side back. Technically haven't moved yet, quote unquote. So Jendin is telling that defender to attack again. And he's attacking Tycho. Well, I mean, my evade rerolls are doing jack squat for me, but at least I can attack squads. So I got an accuracy and 3 damage, so I'll stop the scatter. He'll brace to 2, and Tycho will go down. So that was exactly perfect. But Tycho still gets to counter back for 2 damage. So that defender goes down to 3. And that other defender, instead, is going to go... So guys, your picture is wrong. He's flying up. If you look at the top of the picture where you can see Merrick and the other defender, it's going to be throwing a bombing shot into the side of the space potato. Why it's always beneficial to do squads one at a time. Like I said, we just do it all at once here to make it easy for filming, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way.
Right, yep.
Alright, so now we're going into... There's 1 shield there, no shields on the front, 1 shield on the port side, 2 shields on the aft of the space potato. So first the defender coming in. It's an accuracy. Well, it was a wasted shot. Alright, now for the long range shot. Into the side. 3 hits, all of them crits.
All 3 crits, one nice.
And I do have XI7s.
Yeah, we're going to evade because we're burning and get rid of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of 2 crits out of there. And then I will, since I have 1 shield there, I'm just going to take it on the shield.
Alright, shield's down on the starboard side.
Yep.
Alright, using my nav to speed up to 3 and get an extra click at the 1, extra click at the 3 from take evasive. And land on the station, I'm going to heal one of my damage cards from when I landed on the asteroid.
Okay, Braille's up next. It is a navigate dial. I'll be taking the token, and I'll be moving up only 2. Right over here. Make a little curve. Alright, so home 1 now is it's a navigation dial. It takes a token. Moving on speed 2, just trying to circle around Thrawn here.
And then the objective token was right up next to it, so we got a victory token, and then I just moved it out here just to get out of the way. Alright, squad phase, we just got robbed, so we got Shara. Who does she want to attack?
That defender, is it wounded?
On 4 health.
It's on 4 health, they were going to go for that one.
Alright, going for the defender. No damage. Accuracy, crit, crit.
Alright.
Where are the A-Wings going?
The other A-Wings, they're going to fly up and they're going to lock down. Both of them are going in there to lock down. First of all, we've got to lock down Merrick because he's crit. It's going to take 2 of them to lock him down. Yep, they can go right there, it's fine.
Okay. Alright guys, that's it for round 4. We will be back at the start of round 5. Okay, start of round 5. Intensify Firepower has been swapped out and ordered by Thrawn, as well as the last squad dial for the fleet. And Ackbar and Home 1 are effectively out of the fight. But here, a lot can still happen. Both the Space Potato and Janus Light are wounded, although Space Potatoes is shield damage. And my Raider is wounded, only 2 health remaining. And then there's a pretty significant squad scrum going on right now. So I have a feeling lots is going to be happening in round 5. Alright guys, we are starting with Thrawn. This is going to be a big turn for him, for the Grand Admiral. It is a Navigate. I'll be using it and also using the Thrawn squad dial. We'll be doing all 4. I'm going to take a picture. I'm not, because depending on what squads might die, will determine where some squads might go. The first squad to activate will be these 2 defenders to try to clear out one of these A-Wings so that Merrick can then fly over here to the front of Jaina's Light and bomb it on the unshielded side, because Merrick has grit, so he only needs to get rid of 1. And then we'll go from there and see what happens, because I then have other choices and options to make. So I'll try to take a good picture to get a full scene. And then I'll just describe what happens as squadrons move around, if squadrons move around, depending on how well my squad attacks go. Okay, so we're going to start with my 2 defenders first. We're going to start with my defender that is furthest back. And we are attacking the A-Wing that is on the left side of your screen. So we got 2 blues, 2 blacks coming in on this A-Wing for 2 damage. And then the other defender that's right next to him, same A-Wing. Alright. For 2, so they trade 2 damage each. Then the other defender for 3 damage. And then counter as he dies.
Yep.
For 2 damage. Well, he definitely gave out.
Yep, there we go.
Very good. So both defenders remain on 4 health remaining. Now, Merrick is going to move. Because he has grit, he cannot be locked down by just 1. So he'll be flying to the front of Jaina's Light. Blue bombing attack. Jaina's Light has 2 health remaining. No shields on the front, but a redirect. And shields on the sides. So, not necessarily going to be a crippling shot, but trying to get as good as I can get here. I need to make sure I plan for the future. And you guys will see once I do the aftermath, guys. I know you guys aren't knowing what's going on. Well, I'm basically placing Merrick as far away from Jaina's Light as I can to potentially keep him as close as possible to Thrawn for turn 6 after Thrawn does his maneuver. Alright, so bombing to the front of Jaina's Light. That's what I wanted. So accuracy crit, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to accuracy your redirect and take a crit.
Oh, hold on. We got ECM.
Not on Jaina's Light, you don't.
Not Janus Light, that's right. Okay.
Blinded Gunners, you cannot spend accuracy icons.
Nah, okay.
And see, of course I don't get the structural damage to get the exact what I needed. Alright, now for my 4th activation. And this is very risky. I'm going to tell Jendon to tell the defender to attack Shara.
Whoa.
And I'm really hoping Shara's counter Doesn't kill my defender, because the defenders only have 3 health, but I need to get some damage on her, because I have a lot of flak potential coming out. And maybe try to kill her with flak. So, then it's like, this is a suicide run. This is in service of the Empire. You will do it. Got the XG I needed, so I'll stop your scatter. 3 damage.
Okay, I'll evade the. Oh,
I'm stopping the scatter.
Right.
3 damage.
Brace.
So brace the 2. Then counter back, where crits count as damage for Shara.
Yep.
Three damage. The defender does go down. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing front to side into the space potato. We're going to start with front shot first. And so it's going to be 4 blue, 4 red. Oh, after the squad activation, clicking almost doesn't matter because it's my last round. We'll take a nav token. No, we'll take a concentrate fire token again. Use it for a reroll on this shot if I need it. Alright, so front side. No shields on this side, 2 shields on the back. These are Space Potato's defense tokens. No damage on the hull. Space Potato yet. That's pretty fantastic. Actually, don't think I need to do anything with this because of the wonders of XI7. So, stop your brace. 6 damage will intensify to that, so it'll be 7. You can redirect 1 and 6 on the hull. Okay. And that'll be it for the Space Potato.
No. ECMs, I do have that.
Oh, I forgot about ECMs. Damn ECMs.
Yeah, that I do have that. So I will raise and I will repeat. Well, depends if I do need to redirect. Let's just see how much I want. So if
that's
I,
gonna be 4.
4, and then yes, I will redirect to the back.
Yep. So 1 goes to the back. So 3 go internal.
Mm-hmm.
First one face up. Thruster fissure. If you change your speed, you suffer damage. Well, I forgot about electronic counters. So I will be doing my side shot into the Space Potato. Alright, so we can get a good shot again. 3 health remaining on the Space Potato. And we'll use my Concentrate Fire token to reroll this. Alright. Now we'll stop your brace again.
Do nothing about that.
Yep.
So I'll redirect, and we'll have to redirect to the front.
You have no shields on the front.
So do I have any in the back?
You have 1 left.
Well, I'll redirect 1 back and
Yep.
back.
And take a face up and a face down. Choose and discard 1 of your defense tokens, which is all you have is a brace left.
Yep.
And 1 health remaining. Alright, so I'm going to use the nav, slow down to 2. Because I cannot let him take a shot at my raider here because it was close range and only 2 health remaining, only 2 shields. I mean, that Ackbar shot would probably kill me. So, swinging down to 2, turning in, I do ram, take a face down, and kill the Space Potato. And then swing around, definitely going to land on this A-Wing. And definitely going to land on this Defender. Like so. Alright, and that kind of spoils my plans. I was really hoping to be able to slingshot around at speed 3 and get close to him to set up for the next round, round 6. But I think Jaina's Light might.
Alright, Jaina's Light's up next. Jaina is going to be lighted up next. But Jaina's up next. First of all, it's a engineering dial, which I put 1 shield back up on the front. And I will be firing flag up my side at Merrick.
Great.
Which is nothing. And then I'll be moving for, as you can see right there where the stick is, trying to get away from Thrawn and that raider.
Alright, going with my raider. Let's navigate. Thrawn squad dial. So I'm just going to take a token. And for the heck of it, I'll flag at Shara. Coordinates. 2 damage. And then movement. Yeah, speed 4. I mean, this is, futile, but just keep chasing things down. Not getting extra, get the one from the dial and moving like so.
Alright, so now we've got Bright Hope. Bright Hope has a navigation dial, and I'll be using it to go up to speed 4. Speed 3, I'm sorry, my bad. And straight right up there. Next will be Home 1, doing a futile move as well. Navigation dial, which you might as well use it. Going to speed 2, of course. He's going to be click. Actually, I don't even think, why not? He's going to click at the 1. No, he's going to go straight. Again, it's futile, it's not. I think Ben and I are about to call this, he can get his squad used to it.
Squad phase. Rob.
Yes, I have that generic anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's all do I have Shard too?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so let's start the generic. And which one's the lowest health over there? Right here.
They both have 4.
Both have 4, great. So we'll go to the one by close to shower. Why not?
1 damage. And Shara?
She can't hit that one I just shot at, can you?
No.
Gosh, take it out. Shar, she's just gonna fire at Jendon because, that's all she has.
1 damage. Down to 4. Alright, guys. We'll be back at the start of round 6 to see if I can kill any squads. This is pretty much out of reach now. And so we'll see what happens. Alright, start of round 6. Nothing activating over here. No fleet commands. None of them matter because none of them have anything to do with attacking squadrons. So we're just going to leave this here. We're just going to fast roll this sucker. So we are going to start with the Raider. There's a concentrate fire, and I'm going to be using my squadron token to take Merrick, fly him over here. I'm going to try to kill Shara. Don't need the points. She has 2 health left, and still both green defense tokens. Let's see if Merrick can kill Shara. And we can do it. We did. We got an accuracy and 3 damage. Stop the scatter. Brace to 2. Shara will live down, but not before attacking Merrick.
Yep.
And 3 damage. I'll brace to 2. Well, the counters were definitely giving good as they went out. And then to try to kill the last remaining A-wing. So just the Raider. Then I'll just fly off. Actually, you only have 1 health left, don't you?
I believe so. 1, 2, 3.
I wasn't even thinking about this. I might be able to ram you. So I'm going at speed 4. Let's see if I can ram him, guys. I just thought of that. If I would have thought about that, I would have done a nav. The con fire was to try to get extra dice to flak at Shara if I needed it. But, oh my gosh.
You didn't even need a nap. We're done.
Yeah, so ram, take it face down. I have 1 health remaining on that Raider. And Jaina's light goes down. That was pure luck, guys, because I was not planning that at all.
It's Imperial flying.
Yeah, Imperial flying.
Don't let them fool you. It's Imperial flying.
All right, and then Rob will be able to go with somebody over here. Ackbar, they're just like doing a nice little orbiting. They're observing the battle.
Yeah.
They're like the TV crew watching the battle.
Yeah.
So we'll say Ackbar does something.
There, Janice just Right Hope.
Right Hope. Yeah. And then Thrawn is a squad dial. He'll activate both defenders. I don't think I'll need Jendon coming in. So first defender, the one on 3 health, attacking the full health A-wing for 2 damage. Counter back for 1. He goes down to 2. And then the last defender, 2 health remaining on that white A-wing, 1 damage. Counter back for 1. And then I'll flak out the black with my double black from flak guns. Just need 1 damage. And got it. Alright, and then I think we can call it there, folks.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Nothing else that can happen. So we'll go to points. See how close it was. This was a very odd game.
Wait a minute.
So
your raider. If you next turn you activate your raider.
This is the last turn.
Oh, this is 6.
Yep, this is 6. So yep, no more victory tokens to grab. And Rob won that one by 1. And so my plan definitely did not work for grabbing a whole bunch of center tokens. So we'll see what the points come to when we come back in the post-game interview. Okay, so total came out to Rob got 141 points for the Rebels, and I got 238 points for the Empire. So for those that are wondering, it's 97, I think 97 margin of victory, so 7-4 if this was a turn to play. And so Rob, why don't you give me your thoughts on the match and your fleet?
Well, I did like the fleet. Again, I, for some reason, flew out Janus Light way too early. Should not have done that. Maybe I should have angled a little better. She could have picked up that 1 token and just stayed with home 1. Home 1, I'm gonna call it. Actually, should have kept everything with home 1. That's the main thing I did not do, and I keep doing that for some reason. Home 1 is going too fast this time. I did try the snail-ish, kind of, not quite, because they should be going slow as a snail. And Northern Hero, I really did try to do your explanation, but it didn't go quite right, and I'll talk more about that in the General's quarters. But the A-Wings, I was really happy with maneuvering the way I maneuvered them. I was able to watch where Ben was going to go, and they were in just the right spot to stop him. So they held off, and I know Northern Hero said 1 turn, but for quite a few. And it was Thrawn's little sneaky maneuver over there. We'll talk on the side. I'm sure I just started at the beginning. He was like, oh yeah, I'm going to ignore home 1. I'm going to go straight for the potato, which he said in the beginning. And he did. And unfortunately, I keep underestimating the speed of a Star Destroyer. So they go 3. And home 1s go 2 max. So, and I should have slowed it down. If I kept up fast in the beginning and then slowed it down and just to get to where I needed to do. But I did take out 1 raider. That was good. And unfortunately, like I told Ben earlier in the game, I kind of wish he let me, I could have had Tater go first before he blew it up, because I would have shot his other raider. He said, well, that's not going to happen. And I'm like, well, yeah, I know.
His fantasy land.
Yes, I do have fantasy.
I don't attack with Thrawn first on round 5.
No. No. And, but I thought Janus Light.
I mean, it took me ramming you though. Electronic countermeasures, man.
Yep, like countermeasures. That's what saved me.
Yep. I mean, I still was able to kill you, but it ruined my plan.
Yes. Well, kind of ruined.
My plans did eventually work out because I got lucky because I wasn't thinking about it, but it was.
And that was the thing. If you look see at the end, guys, Janus Light at the end, I thought it was safe.
I thought it was a safe too.
But Ben was thinking, oh, wow, okay, I can't shoot it. Merritt can't get to its shields, so I'll go up to shower for points, which worked out, of course. And so when he's like, I don't know what to do. Great. Well, so wait a minute. No. Once he said that, we both realized at the same exact time. That darn raider, that one with the piercing. That's why I love raiders. They look like that piercing. I don't know, spearheads. It just went right through Janus Light and just blew it apart. Yeah. And no, it was good. It was good. Tempest went down quicker than I thought. And 1 defender I got down, so I was kind of happy about that. I really was happy with my squadron movement because I moved them out to basically protect both sides. And I had Shara and Tycho where I really needed them. And even though Tycho whiffed so bad that first shot, that was so bad. But I got to keep Jendon stuck for a bit, and I got to keep Marek stuff for one round, or one. Well, he put bomb Tater at least, and but anyways, I did enjoy it. But anyways, we'll talk more about that in the general course, stuff like that, more the and stuff like that. Ben, how about you?
So this iteration, I actually kind of like it. It's very interesting. Having the Raiders instead of like doing a Quasar and a Gazanti, and because the Raiders, I still have a lot of squads. I still have 6 because it just the Chimera becomes the main carrier, but the Raiders can each command 1 or 2 if I stage a squad token. Still keep doing squad dials to my Thrawn dials. There's no reason to change that. And then they're a threat. They can punch really hard on their own.
Oh yeah, like that.
It's just a matter of keeping them alive. The normally using evades to get rerolls should work. They work for Rob and everybody else I play for against. But when I do it, I roll a double into a double against myself, or I roll 3 damage into 2 damage in a crit, and then draw structural. So it's absolutely ridiculous how the past 2 games I've had with Rob, how the evade has just been complete garbage for me. But in general, it should work.
Yes.
So, but I was able to get 1 X-Rax off on the one that died too, so at least he was able to blow his X-Rax, and he did a massive hit, 8 damage on the potato. He was able to brace it to 4, but still, it's still 4 damage to soften it up. That was in addition to the bombing that I was able to do on it.
And your other side, you did double art. So.
Yep. So, this is actually an interesting. I've got another one that I'm going to try out in a couple weeks. Going back to my standard Quasar with Gazanti, but I'm going to keep this as a possibility for my Thrawn build, having the double Raider, just because they're a threat that you can't ignore. There is a possibility that I might consider putting Corvus on one of them, because it's only 2 points, I think, so I can finagle around with my points in my fleet to make that work.
Yep.
That way, I could do what I did with my deployment on this one, and if that had the Corvus title, and then I put all my squads over there, I could then just move the Raider over to the other side, and then and then just have the squads come over and join my fleet.
As I did.
Yeah. So that is for a tournament list. I think that might. It's going to mess with my whole synergy thing because I want the Raiders to be exactly the same. But I might have to break through my OCD. Be like, if for a tournament, Corvus would be better. Just 2 points, and you can get that massive redeploy, which is great for a tournament. So that's
beautiful. I thought he had that. I saw him over here with the Raider, and I thought, oh, guys, it's Corvus because he put all little squads out. And I thought, yeah, Corvus is. No, I don't. I'm like, oh, shoot.
I just wanted my Raiders to match. So. Yeah. But I'll retool this one because I'm not going to be able to play as much in January. This might be the last bat rep for December. If I can get 1 more in before December's over. Only going to be a couple in January because I just got cast in a play in our local theater here called Something Rotten, and so all of January is going to be rehearsals every day, and then for the first week of February, and then the show runs for 3 weeks in February. So January and February are going to be a bit light on. I think I might be able to do maybe 1 video a week of a bat rep, maybe. Even now, it's been hard to do 1 a week, so I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll promise that there will be something in January and February. Some bat reps, I just can't promise how many. We'll still have general's quarters.
Yes, we'll do something with that. Don't worry.
But
there will be something on the channel, no matter what. There will be something somehow.
But January, February are there's just going to be interspersed because for those that don't know, when you do a production in a theater, it is all consuming because quite literally Saturday through Friday I'll be rehearsing, and Saturdays are set build days. So I could film on Saturdays after I'm done with set build, so that's something that I could probably work out doing in the evening.
Depends how tired he is, though.
Yeah, so we'll see.
And congratulations, first of all, Ben.
Yeah,
that's great.
Been 2.5 years been in a play. That's my hobby, passion outside of even more so than gaming.
Yeah, it is.
I actually was an actor professionally, for those that don't know,
Mm-hmm.
for about 3-4 years in LA and Albuquerque. But now I just prefer doing community theater on the side, the live audience, that kind of thing. All right, so back to the game. So I'd like to upgrade. I'm going to tool around with it a little bit to try to fit Corvus on there. Maybe and just like fiddle with things. I liked going back to my local fire control, flat guns. I just love having the salvo. I never got to use it. He accuracy the one time he shot at me. He only shot at me once.
Only once.
He actually did, and after that he didn't shoot at me because he didn't want to get.
Oh no!
Because Gina's light was crippled.
Right, was that one health left?
Yeah, one or two health left, and it would have been suicide.
Yes.
Both times there were 2 turns he had options to shoot at me, and he's like,
no.
So salvo, even just as a deterrent, I think is worth having it on your ship. So, as the match went, my plan for Centronet did not go as I wanted it to go. We basically evened out. Rob got 15 more points from me on that, but but it's better than advanced gunnery or
contested outpost.
That contested outpost absolutely not. Advanced gunnery, I actually don't mind taking it when I have a Star Destroyer being second player, but there's a problem with salvo with advanced gunnery as second player. There's issues that come into it when it comes to when you get to the weeds of the rules, where you can really screw yourself. So if you have, just so you guys know, if you have salvo and you're second player or first player, and you see advanced gunnery on the table, don't pick it. Go read the 1.5 rules reference and go down to the FAQ section under advanced gunnery and read the fine print on the explanations of advanced gunnery. I'm not going to explain it now because it's kind of complicated, or go ask Karnak on the official forums. But it basically means if you salvo and you have advanced gunnery, you won't be able to shoot again out of that. There's a whole thing of just being
counts intact, basically.
Yeah, it's weird. So where it doesn't apply if you're the second player and you get the full benefits. But anyway, so that's why I took Centronet. The way the game played out, from deployment, I split on purpose because I wanted to see how Rob was going to line up when he started. I knew what he was going to do. He was going to do the conga line. But I just wanted to see how he was going to place it, where home 1 was going to be. And wherever home 1 was, I was going to go the opposite direction. So that it was not in play at all. Because when I saw the build of it, I knew I was never going to kill it, so I'm just going to ignore it and not let him shoot at me at all. And so that's why I turned hard with Chimera. I didn't quite turn hard enough with the Raider as I should have, so he was able to get the good back shot. That Raider didn't die. Fortunately, I was able to get away.
That's good.
And one thing, you had the option. You could have killed it. You could have let Jaina's light die and killed that Raider instead.
Yeah, but
move.
I don't.
So that was that. There was an option where you could have traded the Raider for Jaina's,
but I don't know if it was a good option.
So fortunately, I was able to get that Raider away, and then after that, Homeland was out of the game, and that was the whole point to then focus. My goal was to kill all his squads in the potato and genocide that when I went into the game, and it actually worked out that way. My hope was if this guy had survived, if he wouldn't have died on that back shot, which I'm like, well, I shouldn't have re-rolled that, should have taken my 3 damage and just have 1 health left. I was going to chase after Bright Hope.
Yeah.
And catch Bright Hope and try to tag Bright Hope by the end of the game. So, with squads, I will say this: I do disagree, Rob. I think you could have done the squads better. When you sent Tycho and Shara, and I did this on purpose. Whenever you ran over Jendon with Jaina's light, I put him on the side, your side of it, because I wanted you to send Tycho and Shara after Jendon. What you should have done was sent Tycho and Shara over at Merrick and my 2 defenders that had just bombed Jaina's light, because then you lock them down.
Yep.
I might kill Tycho and let Merrick get free, but those other defenders aren't getting free and not going over to bomb your space potato.
True.
Who cares if he locked down? What's he doing? He's off by himself. He's no threat to anybody.
And you can't kill him. Yeah, he's too hard.
With only 3 blue dice and I have braces. It would take Jendon or Tycho and Shara probably 3 turns to kill Jendon.
His hull's pretty good. What's his hull?
6.
6, yeah.
So when you did that, I was like, all right, good. American defenders are free to go bomb the space potato next round. So that would be my only criticism, is that you should have sent Shara and Tycho over after Merrick and those 3 defenders while they are over there.
Yep.
And at that point, your space potato might still die on round 6, depending on where we end up.
Yep.
But by then, we've actually probably flown by each other. It'd be a side shot. You might still be alive
Yeah,
because I had those because I barely killed you with a ram.
Yep.
And that was with all the squad attacks helping me as well.
Yep.
Which I would not have had if Shower and Tycho had locked down that
That's true.
Defender merit ball.
That's
So just as something to keep in mind. You know, you did use them to go out and lock people down.
Yep.
Just make sure you're locking down the biggest threat.
No, I agree.
So
I agree.
And Jendon is not a threat.
He's not a biggest threat now.
Yeah.
I did see that, and it was a option in my head, and I thought, I don't think I can reach them. I can barely reach the front one. That's it. And I should have asked which one was Merrick was, but so I thought, no, I'm just gonna go take Jendon so he doesn't have that ability to shoot again.
Right.
Shoot again. Shoot again. Yeah. So I thought, okay, lock him down. He doesn't have grit, or does he?
No.
He doesn't have grit. So I thought, okay, lock him down so you can't tell everybody else to shoot again, shoot again, shoot again. Until you brought all the other defenders over to say, hey, shoot Tycho again, and shoot again.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a different story. But
yeah.
But no, that was an option I did see in my head, but I wasn't sure, and I should have probably measured it out before, or not, whatever. But kind of looked into it more.
Yeah.
And did that. But that was an option I saw in my head. But well, you do what you do.
That would be my only criticism as far as the squad play. So,
right, squad play, yeah.
But you already mentioned the ship stuff. I
Yeah.
talked about it off camera. It's like, Rob, you did it again.
Yeah.
There's one off by itself, but we'll talk about it in general's quarters for more detail.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe you guys, when you comment in the general's quarters comments, you can actually do some virtual bats and beat him over the head.
Yeah.
Until he learns to keep his fleet around one. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Hey, Northern Hero, don't forget to read your email, okay? I had questions for you. You never responded, man. So, yeah, I kind of need those questions answered. So, but anyways, so I played it the best I could, and I did like it. And yes, Northern Hero, there's no fleet that will come.
And this is a strong list, by the way, guys.
Oh no, it is.
One is almost an unkillable tank.
Yeah.
And if you would have actually had the snail, man, I'd have to try to get at an edge to maybe pick off something off the edge and then run away. Because because then you have all the overlapping fields of fire. I mean, yeah, it's just scary. And that Space Tail with electronic countermeasures is amazing.
It saved it.
I could have. Well, I mean, it saved it from dying from the one shot.
Right.
I mean, my plan on that sequence, that's round 5, guys, was shoot and kill the Space Tail with front arc, then flak out the side, kill Shara with my flacking.
Yep.
And then at speed 3, zip around, and then I'm definitely in range to get Genocide no matter how fast he goes.
And he's first player.
And I'm the first player.
Yeah.
So it worked out because I got lucky and remembered, I can ram with my Raider. I'm actually in range. He's going speed 4. You can do it.
Actually, I think he actually could have overlapped me.
Yeah, I did actually. I could have hit you at speed 3.
Right, yeah.
So that was just, I didn't even see it until I was starting to play my maneuver. But that wasn't the plan. It just ended up working out.
Working out really well.
But anyway,
we both said,
this is a strong Ackbar list. So I think. But all right. So we've rambled on long enough. So like I said at the beginning, guys. Giveaway is that really awesome turn down from Garrett and $25 store credit. Just comment in the video, that'll give you an entry or an additional entry if you've already commented. And I'll announce the winner on January 3rd because I'll be out of town for New Year's. So on the 3rd when I get back is when I'll announce the winner for the December giveaway. And don't forget downsize at 10 for the discount code for Admiral Tater as well.
And I'd like to thank Admiral Tater because I did use your discount code. And for as you saw, the shield dials and the command dials,
yeah.
They're so beautiful. I mean, even when I was turning them, the command dials, I had one that was not a Tater command dial, and that was like so rough to turn. It was like hard to turn. The Tater dials, they just turn like nothing. They turn like butter, right? I mean, it was beautiful.
Great.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
The shield dials did pretty good too. I like them too. They were great. But yeah.
I need to get some of those command dials. I haven't done it yet. I need to get some. Now I've seen them in real life. So my plan is to get some more of those. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Rob, thanks for the game. Northern Hero for the list, guys. Keep commenting on Rob with his evolution of Ackbar. Keep an eye out for General's quarters. this video, I mean, we're filming this. This video probably won't come out for probably a week and a half. So no rush on your general quarters right away. But when this comes out, there should be general's quarters ready for the next couple of days. So, and that general's quarters might actually be the last video of December. This all depends. I mean, with the holidays, schedules is going to be weird. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have if I don't see you again,
Happy Life Day. Happy Life Day.
Yep, and see you next year, most likely.
Yep.
So, see you next year for the next video. So, until next time, take it easy.